everyone, continuing my ongoing series on astrology and zodiac signs. We have reached the zodiac sign of Virgo in this video. Before we get into the Virgo, there's a few things. I come up with these commentary on these zodiac signs based on research and my own personal experience with the zodiac signs. I hope that you enjoyed the previous videos that I've had on the zodiac signs. I've already did a video on Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. If you've checked them videos out already, I hope you enjoyed them. Like I said, if you haven't checked them out, I'm gonna leave a link to those previous videos in this video in the description below, so you can check them out later. Okay, with that said, let's get into the Virgo zodiac sign. The Virgo covers the dates of August the 23rd through September the 22nd. They're very practical people. Virgos tend to be practical people, very detailed-oriented people, and organized individuals as well, pretty organized. So, and they also, Virgos also, they need a to feel useful. So, you know, whether it's helping you solve a problem, or, you know, they can, because they are hard workers, efficient workers, whether it's doing stuff, you know, manual labor or anything like that, or helping you fix something around the house, but they have a need and a thirst almost to feel useful. You know, they you know, in that way, they just want to feel useful. They're pretty handy people. They you know, they have this need to feel useful. They can, you know, anything, run the gamut. Like, bounce it off your Leo. You have an idea that you're trying to conceive, or something that you want your lawn more. They probably would help you with that. Cut your head. They have a need to feel useful. So, you know, hey, make them useful. Watch this. They have a need to be, you know, need to be useful. So, hey, use that to your advantage. I guess they help out. They will help out. So, they also have they have a quick, they can fix a lot of things too. But they have quick fixes. They can they tend to be able to fix things, do a quick fix on things. They tend to know how to do that. They seem to have that ability to have a quick fix on most things, or be able to come up with some quick solution to something, you know, to a problem or issue you may have. So I guess it goes hand in hand with them, with the feeling of them being useful. They can put that to put that skill of theirs to use, to be able to have a quick fix for anything. They, you know, I mean, their friends and loved ones, they are known to ask their friends and loved ones if they need something, or calling them to see if something going on, you know, that they can jump in. They'll jump in and help. Sometimes even when you don't ask, they'll propose a solution to your issue, or some type of alternative idea. Even when unasked, they would do that sometimes. You know, so they can just impart and feel like they're Virgos, and they'll impart what they feel you should do. So that's not unfamiliar territory to a Virgo. Okay, the Virgos can be judgmental as well. Oh, but they can be judgmental, but they have good intentions behind their judgmentalness. I guess in their minds, but yeah, it comes with good intentions. It's not necessarily to be nasty. It's just I guess they would look at it as suggesting things that would improve, or you can improve, that it would improve you. So it's meant, or actually, it's not meant to tear you down necessarily. It's meant to excel you or bring you up. But they can be judgmental and critical and nitpicky and all that things, all that really petty. They can be petty at times too, and petty, very petty, and like I said, nitpicky and judgmental, and they can critique, and they you know, these are type folks. Virgos are the type folks that if you have a smudge on your shoes, that can be a big issue for them. A little, just anything, a little spot there, they can spot it, and they'll point it out. They can point that out, and that's so they can be nitpicky and petty and judgmental and critical. They can be downright critical in some ways, but like I said, they mean it with mostly with good intentions. It's never really to tear a person down. It's to inspire them to do better, basically, if that makes sense. Virgos also tend to have minds that race all the time, constantly. Their minds tend to race constantly. Ideas seem to flow through their minds. Oh man, a million ideas a second seems to flow through their mind. Their mind is very busy. It's always thinking. It's always analyzing and here and there. It's just analyzing everything, analyzing this, analyzing that, analyzing so many things, multiple things at a time. So their mind is always running, always racing, always busy. Their mind is always at it. It's going. Toot. Their mind is just going. Their mind does that. Their mind goes. The Virgo's mind is always moving, always conceiving something, or dwelling on something, or analyzing something, or because they're very Virgos tend to be very detailed oriented and detailed, just down to the last detail, to the minute detail. That's Virgo. They just analyze it and think it out to the last detail, to the bottom detail. They tend to be that way. They tend to be that focused, that involved as far as their mind and what they think about things that's going on. They want to get to the nuts and bolts of the situation. They want to get down to the nitty gritty, so to speak. So their minds are always on 10. Always on 10. Seems to be always on 10. That's a Virgo for you. They also have a keen sense of their surroundings. Virgos are very cautious of who's around them, the distance basically of that person that's around them, or objects that's around them. They may not it may not be shown obviously that they've seen you, or it may not be too obvious that they know that you here or on this side of them, because they may not make it too obvious, but they are aware. They tend to be aware of their surroundings. Very, very keen on their surroundings. Very, very alert. I would call it alertness of their surroundings, what's around them, that staircase, how far it is, how far that person is from them, this and that. Them people over there, they're about 10 feet. They tend to be, that table is like 2 feet from them, and they tend to be very, very keen on that, what's their surroundings and this and that. So, hey, that's them. I guess that's part of them being detailed and part of their mind racing and all that. But they tend to be very, very aware of their surroundings. What else I want to say? They're interesting people. Like I said, they're analytical, they're detailed oriented, and they tend to be detail oriented. They're practical. They're practical, as I said at the top of this. They're practical people. They're practical. They tend to live within their means, and they're not what you consider overly flashy people. They're very practical. They're very practical, and they tend to live within their means. The compatibility for a Virgo, the most compatible, according to astrology, to the Virgo is Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. Okay, again, the most compatible, according to the astrology, to a Virgo, the most compatible to a Virgo is Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. The least compatible with a Virgo, according to astrology, is Libra, Aquarius, and Leo. So again, the least compatible, Libra, Aquarius, and Leo. Now, as I've stated in my previous videos, just because astrology says, if you are a Virgo, and just because astrology says a sign that you might be currently with is your least compatible, don't doom your current relationship or self-destruct your current relationship because astrology says they might be the one that you're in a relationship with is your least compatible. You know, still give your best effort in that relationship. You might be the exception to the astrology rule in your case, and your relationship might be the one that conquers and wins and be successful. So don't let astrology dictate. Don't take this astrology too seriously. You know, just stay in your relationship. Don't. Hey, astrology said me and you are not compatible, so we gotta break this off, or you just start nitpicking and just start self-destructing the relationship just over nothing, just because you heighten things to a great degree because of what astrology said. Don't do that. Don't. I beg you, don't do that, Virgos. You know, just if you're in a relationship, current relationship, marriage, or whatever, you know, put your best foot forward and just be in the relationship, be in the moment, and let it play out in your relationship and see what happens. Like, it could be successful in a long-standing relationship. But with that said, I'm ending this video on Virgo zodiac sign. I hope you enjoyed it. Next video that I have upcoming will be on the Libra zodiac sign. If you like this video here, would you please feel free to like the video, click the like. You can share this video, and you can comment below on this video as well. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I just want to say to all you Virgos, if you feel like I touched on some things that you agree with, you can comment that, or you feel like some things that I was wrong about, or you feel like some things that you want to add, you're welcome to do that in the comments below. If you're a person who had the relationship with a Virgo, had a relationship with a Virgo, or anything else, or your experiences with that Virgo, and you want to share that with us, you can comment that below as well. Like I said, the next video upcoming will be on Libra. This concludes the video on Virgo, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! And I'm out.